Welcome back to Steins Gate. Last time we tried to save Mayuri and kind of failed the first time because she got hit by a van. And now we're trying again. And I think last time I said hopefully we'd be third time lucky, talking about the second attempt, because it was kind of the third time, because it was the third time Moake would come after them, but only the second time he'd travelled back in time, if that makes sense. So maybe this time is third time lucky, although I still think that if he saves Mayuri, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to succeed and save everything, because I think Kurisu and Daru will also be in trouble. But yeah, we left it with Mayuri had been taken by someone that I thought sounded like Faris while they were at the station waiting for the train. And we're going to pick it up from there, so let's get going. Oh? What? There she is, leaning out over the tracks. She's off balance, as if she stumbled or someone pushed her. I wasn't expecting this at the very beginning. I thought it was Faris. Maybe it was Faris and Mayuri's just clumsy. Seems to hang there for a moment, and then the train comes screaming into the station. Oh my god! Really? I was just saying how I thought we might finally... Yeah. Didn't see that coming. I hear a sound from under the train. I can't describe it, but it makes me instantly nauseous. I feel bad for the poor train driver. Sparks fly as the train slams on its brakes. People on the platform scream. I always feel like I know Mayuri didn't kill herself, but people who commit suicide by jumping in front of trains and stuff, it's such a selfish way to do that, because, you know, not only is it going to affect, like, the people who care about the person who's committed suicide, but the train driver has to deal with that for the rest of his life. And that's just... not that that's what Mayuri's done, it's just, you know, I've been stuck on a train because apparently that's happened. Not that... And just every time I just think how bad the train driver must feel. Anyway... Let's keep going. I was going to say let's return to a cheerier note, but Mayuri's just died again, so I guess not. The people on the platform scream. I turn to where Mayuri was just a moment ago. There stands a familiar girl. Tiny, adorable, a cute black rabbit pouch slung over her shoulder. Tenoji Nai. Okay, so I was wrong about Faris. This is called Icon. You know, trying to remember what they sound like. She looks up at me. Her eyes are wide. Her lips tremble. That is a really weird angle. Yeah, you... Whatever you did, it didn't go well. Oh, Mayuri. I wanted to surprise her. Was it really the right place? It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't. She stares at me for a few more seconds, as if waiting for me to say something, then turns and runs away. The platform is in chaos. The PA informs us that there's been a personal injury accident. Nai is already gone. I don't go after her. Instead, I peek timidly through the gap between the train and the platform. One side of the track is a wash of red. My mind is blank. I can't think. I don't even remember how I got back to the lab. Moake's group should have come and gone, but the time leap machine is still here. I guess I should be grateful. And we're traveling again. This really is... You know, Friday the 13th really is unlucky for these guys. It takes longer than usual to set up the machine. For some reason, I have trouble recalling my own phone number. At last, it's ready. Now, take me back. And we're off again. Time vortex that it goes through, and that reminds me of Doctor Who. The leap occurs instantaneously. Title claimed that his time machine takes 1 hour of subjective time to travel 10 years. I don't know if Az has the same behaviour, but now is not the time to find out. 10 years. I have no business that far back. Besides, according to Kurisu, time leaping too far into the past could cause mental disorders due to the gap between personality and memory. Have we gone further back in time this time then? Because normally we arrive back when she's already left. Mayuri is singing her chicken song, though she's actually eating pre-cooked chicken from the convenience store instead of her usual juicy chicken number 1. She had to switch because she can't warm up frozen chicken in the microwave, which is now a dedicated part of the time leap machine. I was right to come back 5 hours. Okay, so we've got an extra 2 hours. Mayuri is still in the lab. But what the hell happened back there? It hurts, but I force myself to recall that horrifying scene. Mayuri died again. This time it happened at Shin Ochinomizu Station, a place completely unrelated to the lab or the bomb threat. Tanuji Nai pushed her onto the tracks, where the train tore her to shreds. Could Nai be working for CERN too, or was she just being really stupid? No, that can't be right. Nai has a habit of jumping on Mayuri and greeting. She was probably just being her usual affectionate self. But why did she choose that precise moment? I don't know. I sense malice. Whose malice? Like fate is playing a cruel joke on us. Whatever the case, all that matters now is that I have another chance. I need to act. I have the power to save Mayuri. I will do whatever it takes to find a way. This time, we hail a taxi on Chuodori. It'll be expensive, but that hardly matters now. Mayuri comes along quietly. I consider taking her home to Ikebukuro, but Moeka's group might be watching her house. I have no idea where they are at this point in time. Instead, I ask the driver to take us to Shinagawa. However, the traffic is unusually heavy. The driver says it's never been this bad before. There must be an obstruction up ahead, an accident or something. That's the only explanation I can think of. We've made it out of Akiba, but at this rate it will take forever to reach Shinagawa. I consider getting off here and taking the train, but then I remember what happened at Shin Ochinomizu Station. I have a bad feeling about this. The traffic jam could be CERN's doing. I look out the window and scan the crowd for anyone who might be a CERN agent. 3 hours later, we're still stuck. According to a conversation I overheard between our driver and another driver, there's some kind of inspection up ahead. Furthermore, it doesn't seem to be a police inspection, and a small fight broke out at the inspection site or something. To make matters worse, this road has already been closed off, and all the cars behind us are being detoured. There are only about 100 cars waiting, but the inspection has been at a standstill for 3 hours. This can't be a coincidence. Once again, I feel the malice of fate manipulating the situation. Is Mayuri going to die again? If I'd known it was going to turn out like this, I'd have ditched the taxi hours ago. It's not too late. I should pay the driver and get off right. Just then, someone knocks on the window. Our taxi is stopped in the middle of the road. What's going on? I look over, but before I can say anything, a man opens the rear door and gets in next to Mayuri. He's holding a knife. Another assassin. Mayuri, look out! Before she can reply, the man covers Mayuri's mouth with a large meaty hand. I try to open my door, but it's locked. Only the driver can open it from the inside. What? Is she just dying no matter what? Oh my god. So was he sitting at the front? Why did he need to go in another door? I'm just trying to figure out how this taxi works. Like, were they separated by something? I don't know. Either way, clearly things aren't going well. Mayuri opens her eyes wide. Her body twitches. What? It all happens too fast. The man sinks his knife into Mayuri's chest. A bright red spot stains her clothes. What? Be quiet, Okabe Rintaro. Another man gets into the passenger seat. He points a gun at the driver and says something to him. Strength drains from Mayuri's body. Her eyes slowly close. A tear rolls down her cheek. I watch her die inches away, powerless to stop it. I can feel her last breath against my skin. It killed her again. Why? Why? Why can't I save her? Why won't you let me save her? Who decided that Mayuri must die? Moeka? CERN? Or does the world itself wish for Mayuri's death? I won't accept that. I clench my jaw and throw myself forward, driving my forehead into the killer's nose. Oh, so they are in the same place. I got confused when he was trying to get out the door. Falls back. I shout to the driver. Open the door! I crawl out of the taxi and take off running through the traffic jam. After running for hours, I make it back to the lab. Luckily, the time leap machine is still there. I have to leap again. How far are we going back this time? I think the same 5 hours? Every time we run, Mayuri dies. 6 hours into the past, I clutch my head and rack my brain for an answer. I feel like I've hit a dead end. Okay, well, if she dies every time they run, maybe try not running, although that was what happened the first time and that didn't work out well. What do I do if we can't run away? Is there no way to save her? No, there has to be a way. Maybe if he tells the others, they could help. What you talking about? Mayuri's blank stare is the only answer I get. This time, I take her to the closest police station and beg them to protect her. When asked why, I explain that someone is going to kill Mayuri 6 hours from now, but without any proof that there's someone after her, they have no choice but to turn us away. It's past 6 by the time we leave the station, and we're left with no choice but to keep running. I wish that I could blame my previous failures on bad luck. We could try Ochinamizu or Shinbashi again, and maybe this time she won't die. But I don't have the courage to try those routes again. At the same time, we can't stay in Akiba. We're running out of options. Subways, trains, and taxis, all out. Attempting escape by those means will get Mayuri killed, so my heart tells me. Perhaps the fear is irrational, but I can't put it out of my mind. I mean, given what's happened, I wouldn't say it's that irrational. I've seen her die a half a dozen times already. Shot, stabbed, torn to pieces. I can't go through that again. We take refuge in Yodobashi Camera. I thought we could keep hiding there indefinitely, but just after 7, we hear an explosion in front of the station. Yodobashi goes into chaos. Policemen appear and start evacuating the store. When I try to explain our situation, an officer shouts "terrorist" and pulls his gun. This can't be happening. This isn't America. Japanese police officers don't shoot without provocation. Mayuri dies. It happens so fast. The policeman shoots her right in the head. Why would he shoot Mayuri? I don't know if he was real policeman or a CERN assassin in disguise. That would make more sense. It doesn't matter. Can't deny it any longer. The world itself is killing Mayuri. Okay, 7 hours now. This time, I don't leap into action immediately. Instead, I sit on the couch and collect my thoughts. Every time I try to save Mayuri, it ends in the worst possible way. To make matters worse, I no longer even know what I'm supposed to be saving her from. Cause and effect? Why does Mayuri die? At first, I thought it was Moeka and her hit squad sent by CERN to steal our time machine. But as I leapt back in time again and again, the cause of Mayuri's death kept changing. At Shin Ochunamizu Station, she died because Nai pushed her off the platform. CERN had nothing to do with that. It was an accident. Each time I leap, she dies a different way. What does that mean? I've been thinking for an hour, and I'm no closer to an answer. I want someone to tell me, but who can I ask? I'm the only person in history to leap through time. No, there's one more. John Titor. But he's not replying to my emails anymore, and he hasn't posted on @channel in days. I'm not even convinced he's a real time traveller. I decide not to run this time. Instead, I take a different approach. Strike first. I send Moeka an email. I need to talk to you about our time machine. Meet me alone. Ooh. I designate the roof of Radikan as our meeting place. Okay. 2 weeks have passed since the satellite crashed, but it's still there and the building's still closed. I can't believe it's only been 2 weeks since the satellite crashed. Like, that was the first thing that happened in this game, as well as Karisu dying. But, well, the satellite landed, and then when some weird time stuff happened, it crashed. Like, it's only been 2 weeks in the game. It's been months for me. Oh my god. It feels like it should be longer than 2 weeks. Like, they've done so much. At least the security has lessened, so it's easy for me to sneak in. Not that there's any sneaking to do. I just walk in through the front door like I belong there. No one questions me. Last time I came here was for Dr. Nakabachi's presentation. Of course, on this world line, the presentation was cancelled. Naturally, there's nobody here but me. It occurs to me that this is a dangerous gambit. Moeka might have a gun, and I already know that she's willing to use it. But then, I don't intend to play fair either. We're supposed to meet at 5:30. It's just after 5. I came early in order to ambush her. I hide in the shadows and wait with bated breath. About 30 minutes later, I hear the door open. Moeka makes her entrance, alone. She looks around restlessly. She still hasn't noticed me. I take a gun out of my shirt. Where did he get this gun from? Oh, there you go. It's not real. It's future gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. It's just a toy ray gun with a remote control attached. Obviously a bluff, but all I could prepare on such short notice. I run up behind Moeka and shove the bit particle gun into her back. Don't move. Hands up. Just like a Hollywood movie. But this isn't a movie, this is real. And she isn't an actress. She's a murderer. After Moeka raises her hands, I feel through her clothes. Sure enough, she's carrying a gun. I take it from her and press it to Moeka's back in place of the bit particle gun. Sorry to disappoint you. The first gun was a toy. talk. I know you were sent by CERN.
なぜ
How?
知りたいのか知りたいのかよ
How? You want to know how? My frustration and rage boil over. Because of her. Because of her, Mayuri...
俺はタイムマシンで未来から来た
I came from the future, that's how.
冗談だと思っているのかだが俺はすでに 4,5 回は同じ時間を繰り返してきた
You think I'm lying? I've repeated the last several hours a half dozen times already. I've lost count of how many times exactly. And I haven't slept at all that entire time. Strangely, I'm not tired at all.
だから
I
これか
know,
らお前たちが何をするかも知っている
I know what you're planning.
7時過ぎに電車が止まる爆破予告のせいでな
Around 7, you're going to stop the trains. Aweka gasps. So it was their doing.
お前と仲間たちが今日ラボを襲撃することも知っている
I also know that you're planning to attack the lab. You and your men.
そこでお前がマユリを殺すこともだ
And then you're going to kill Mayuri.
私も
I...
理解したか俺がタイムリーパーだと
Understand? I'm a time leaper. Moeka nods faintly. I could kill her now. It would be easy. But no. I need information.
お前たちはセルンの何なんだ
Who are you people?
ラウンダー
Rounders. Moeka answers with surprising obedience. I guess she values her own life, even though she has no problem depriving other people of theirs.
ラウンダー一体どういう組織なんだセルンとの関係性は
Rounders? What does that mean? How are you related to CERN?
メールで
By email.
ダメだ口頭で説明しろ
No, speak.
ラウンダーは
The Rounders
セルンとは別組織
are an organization separate from CERN.
公には出てこない
Covert operations.
そういう扱い
We don't exist.
秘密の傭兵部隊か
Like a private army?
違う
No.
IBN5100
Our mission?
その情報収集と回収のため
Is to find and acquire IBN 5100s. And I guess we'll leave it there. I didn't think they still had an IBN 5100. So why are they coming after the time machine? I don't know. Anyway, things aren't looking great for Mayuri. Fate seems to have it in for her. Which is a bit depressing and dark. But hopefully we'll figure out a way to save her. I mean, I think this method, this going to Moeka first, is probably the best chance for Mayuri anyway. I guess soon we're going to have to find where the IBN 5100 went when they lost it during one of the many sort of time travel D-mail things. But I'm wondering, maybe that's why they've come after the time leap machine. They're hoping they can travel back and get it before someone loses it. I don't know, because even though Okurin didn't get the time travel machine? No, the IBM 5100 on this world line, he knew it had been at the shrine, and he told Moeka, I think, that it had gone missing, even though she hadn't known this time that he'd ever had it. So maybe that's why they're coming after them? I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out next time. I should be able to get one more done this week. Hopefully that'll be up tomorrow, but then I'm off to Sweden for a Comic-Con thing, so I don't think there'll be one Thursday, Friday. But it'll be back to normal Monday, because I don't have any holidays planned after that, and everything should be much easier. and it'll be back to normal. I say, as if I hadn't only just started doing it 5 times a week anyway. But yeah, that's it for today. Hopefully we'll find out some more tomorrow. Maybe save Mayuri, finally. We'll see. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.